Hello guys, my name is Aaron Sanchez and today I'll be talking on the topic of basketball as a microculture. Let's start off. Have you guys ever heard that slogan? What is it? Ball is life. Well, it's true. Ball is life. Basketball has been something that I have come to love, come to play, come to play every day. I talk about basketball with my friends. Basketball surrounds me and surrounds my life and surrounds the people that I love. Um, Basketball is everything to me because ball is actually life. So many people might not know what basketball is, and that's okay. Not everybody should know what basketball is, but everybody has at least once in their life been on a playground, seen a basketball, seen it on TV, touched a basketball. I hope so. So what basketball is, it's a game where 10 players or 10 people get together and they split up into two teams of five. Yes, two teams of five. The objective of the game is to score the ball on opposite ends of, your goal. So I want to take the ball, lay it up, that's 2 points. I want to take it, shoot a three-pointer from a certain distance, that's three, kind of obvious. So at the end of the game, whoever has the highest number of points wins the game. And that's the objective of every game, You want to play till you win. You get the more points than the other team that you're playing against, okay? So there's also two types of leagues. There's a WNBA and an NBA, right? Boom. And there's also five positions. Point guard, shooting guard, I shoot my shot, shooting guard. Small forward, power forward, and center, right? So, values of a basketball player. So, we all know the great players like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. There's a lot of players in the NBA. James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry. There's like so many players. Scottie Pippen, oh my gosh. Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. There's like so many players in the NBA that have become great and set records. Dirk Nowitzki, oh yes, Vince Carter still in the league. Okay, I'm getting distracted. But there's so many players in the league right now that have set accolades and have become who they are because of their values. Values such as teamwork, leadership, are a great work ethic, patience. Patience is the key. They work on their craft, they communicate, and have chemistry, right? So also, like when playing basketball, there are many characteristics that people need to play the game of basketball. So things such as dribbling, shooting, IQ. IQ is basically like setting the basketball up. So if I'm a point guard and I'm taking the basketball up, I have to have the IQ to look at people, know what they're capable of, make a pass, and make it easier for them to score, and make it easier for my team to score. That's what IQ is. Ability to rebound and ability to defend a player. Because if you can't defend a player, guarantee your coach is gonna call a timeout and take you out of the game. You sit in the bench the whole game. So something like that. Now who can play the game of basketball? Well, anybody can. You can, I can, anybody can. An old lady can. She can play basketball if she wanted to. Anybody, literally anybody can play the game of basketball. Now, can everybody play it professionally? Not everybody can play professionally. I'm not saying that I'm good. I'm not saying that I'm the greatest. I'm not as good as Kobe or LeBron. I wish I was. But in order to play professionally, you have to work on your craft and hold yourself accountable to a certain level where it's like, I'm this good, So, that's that. Now, stereotypes. Now, we all heard stereotypes when playing basketball. Stereotypes could be like, oh, you're tall. You're like 6'2". You can definitely play basketball. You must play basketball. Well, before when I was tall, I never played basketball, ever. I played baseball, and I was tall, so baseball and basketball, similarities. You have to be fit to play basketball. I've seen, a couple people that's out of shape play basketball, and you won't believe what they can do while playing the game of basketball. So that's also a stereotype. And you have to be athletic. No, I'm not saying that I'm not athletic, but I'm not athletic enough to be like, okay, you know, there's a lot of stereotypes when playing basketball. Another stereotype is that basketball is like something that, you know, okay, I did that out. Basketball is something that only blacks play basketball. Oh, you see a lot of black people in the NBA playing basketball. That's a huge stereotype. Basketball is all around the world. You'll see any race, every culture has basketball. So basketball requires patience and for you to be able to think of ways to score. That's like something else. So that's IQ for what I said earlier. You know. Communication. Oh my gosh, communication is so important in the game of basketball. If you cannot communicate on the court, there you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. Now, if you're playing a game, 5v5, 5-on-5. If you're playing a game and you're on a team, and your team doesn't talk, I guarantee you're gonna lose. And anybody could bet me on that. You're gonna lose because in order to be a great team, you have to communicate. You think LeBron and Kyrie won a chip because they didn't communicate? No, they communicate. LeBron is like one of the greatest. Kobe's one of the greatest. Michael Jordan one of the greatest. And that was because they were vocal. So they were, verbal. They were, talking on their team and they're being loud and vocal. They're loud enough to be like, okay, we're on offense, this is the play. Or we're on defense, switch mans, You know what I'm saying? Also, communication, you have to build chemistry with your teammates. So when you see basketball players hanging out together, it's not because they're just hanging out together because they play basketball. They're hanging out together because they're building chemistry. If I know the teammate like the back of my hand, I'm able to make plays for him, make it easier for him to score, and make it easier for us to win together as a team because I know his strength, he knows my strength, I know his weaknesses, and he knows mine as well. So that makes, a big difference with communication in a team and communication out with the team. Also, if my teammate's feeling down, since, I'm a teammate, if I communicate to him, yo, I know your jump shot's not good right now, but I believe in your jump shot. I give him that confidence. That confidence will go the extra mile, and I make him feel good, and then he'll start shooting it, and then, that'll make the team better. Okay? Now, basketball facts. Facts, So, there are many facts that, we have with the game of basketball. So, actually, basketball was invented in, technically, 1891 by a YMCA teacher. Never would have thought it, but that's that. Also, the first hoops that were made of peach baskets and wire. The backboard was wire. Well, that's because, the basketball was leather, so, it still is leather today, but less durable, more durable. Leather. Cool. Also, the NBA was founded in 1948 through 1949. That's when the NBA was made. WNBA came later, maybe 20 years, 10 years. No, NBA came later. Now, with accolades and who's the best. If you guys don't know who Wilt Chamberlain is, I suggest you guys to go look him up. Wilt Chamberlain holds the world record or NBA record for having the most points in one game. You wanna know how many points that is? 100 points in one game. I don't think you know anybody that scored that many points. Kobe Bryant is second in leading in points in a game. Kobe has 81. That was against the Raptors on Jalen Rose. More basketball talk. So Kobe scores, 81 against the Raptors, and he's second leading in points per game. And also, all time for person that has the most rings is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He has 7 NBA championships. Oh my gosh, 7. Not I know 5 like Kobe or 3 like LeBron, but 7. And Michael Jordan has 6 rings too as well. So conclusion, basketball is different from every sport that you know today. Basketball is not the same as baseball. Basketball is not the same as lacrosse. Basketball is not the same as football. You got to be the vocal, like communication is way different. Being vocal is way different. In basketball, you're always talking. If you're not talking, you're doing something wrong. You're always talking in a game of basketball. You don't do that in baseball or football or even lacrosse. You don't talk. You're not nonstop. Like you're not always talking in those sports. Basketball is different. Also, like the attire. Like you don't see. In football they wear like a basketball jersey with basketball shoes. It's clearly different. Players are also built different in these types of sports. Of course, like every athlete will lift, but you don't see someone as built as big or built as much as a football player coming to play baseball, because it's just different. They work on different skills. They work on different techniques. So there are many things that make basketball different from every other culture out here, and that's what it is. Thank you for watching my presentation, and hope to see you soon.